Are you confused about which order to follow while studying for your CA Foundation exams? Wondering which chapters to begin with, which ones to keep for the end, and how the toppers manage to stay ahead of the game? Well, you're not alone, and today I'm revealing a strategy that toppers follow. Hello, future CAs, welcome back to my channel, your one stop guide for everything related to CA exams. If you're new here, I am Pooja, a chartered accountant. I have an experience of working for Ernst& Young and KPMG, and I help CA aspirants like you succeed with practical tips, strategies, and support. So in this video, we'll cover the smartest order in which you should cover the CA Foundation syllabus for maximum understanding, revision, and retention. And this isn't just about another study plan. It's the topper's mindset decoded. So grab your notebooks because these tips can truly change your preparation game. Also guys, if you are new to my channel, I request you all to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. So guys, when you visit my channel in the playlist section, you can see there is a separate playlist for CA Foundation exams. So here you will find different videos regarding different types of study plan, subject specific guidance, etc. And there is also a playlist for business law. So here I have made videos on how to present answers for business law, both for case scenario based question as well as direct theory question. And then there is also a playlist for CA Foundation Business Law, Indian Regulatory Framework recorded lecture. And there is another playlist for CA Foundation 1.5 day revision plan. So in this, for all the 4 subjects, you can see as to how you can revise in 1.5 day. That is, after each exam, there will be 1.5 days time, right? So if you want to know how to revise in those 1.5 day, you can watch this playlist. Apart from that, there is also a playlist as CA GPT for students. So in this I have made video where I have shown how you can use CA GPT, that is the different techniques in which you can use CA GPT for preparing for your exams. So please visit my channel and do watch the videos in this playlist and make the most out of it. So now let's see the order in which you should be studying. So here if you see for accounting, totally there are 11 chapters. In this, the chapter 1 to 6, these are your basic concepts. That is theoretical framework, accounting process, bank reconciliation statement, inventory, depreciation and amortization, bills of exchange. So you can study these basic concepts first. And out of these, you can see here chapter 2 to chapter 6. This contains the highest weightage, that is 30% to 35%. After studying these basic concepts, you can go to these chapters: preparation of final accounts of sole proprietors, financial statements of non-profit organizations, accounts from incomplete records. These chapters have been allocated 20% to 25%. And then you can study this company accounts. This has been allocated 15% to 25%. And then you can study the remaining chapter, that is partnership and LLP accounts. This has been allocated 15% to 20%. Now coming to business laws, totally there are 7 chapters. Out of this, first you can study Indian regulatory framework. This is the basic concept. And after that, out of the remaining chapters, you can see that the Indian Contract Act, this has been allocated the highest percentage of weight. That is 20 to 30%. So next you can study that. And after covering this, you can start with the Sale of Goods Act or the Indian Partnership Act or the Companies Act. All these 3 chapters have been allocated 15% to 20% each. And then you can go ahead with the Negotiable Instruments Act, which has been allocated 10% to 15% weightage. And the last section will be the Limited Liability Partnership Act, which has been allocated 5% to 10%. Now coming to quantitative aptitude, this has 3 sections. Section A mathematics, which is for 40 marks. Section B logical reasoning, which is for 20 marks. And section C statistics, which is for 40 marks. So first we will see mathematics. In mathematics, the highest weightage has been allocated to chapter 5, 6, 7 and 8. That is chapter 5 basic concepts of permutation and combinations. Chapter 6 sequence and series, arithmetic and geometric progressions. Chapter 7 sets, relations and functions, basic of limit and continuity functions. Chapter 8 basic application of differential and integral calculus in business and economics. This section has been allocated 30% to 50%. And the next is chapter number 4 mathematics of finance. This has been allocated 30% to 40% weightage. And then comes the remaining chapter 1 to chapter 3. Chapter 1 ratio and proportions, indices and logarithms. Chapter 2 equations. Chapter 3 linear inequalities. These chapters have been allocated the weightage of 20% to 30%. Now coming to statistics, which is for 40 marks. In statistics, the highest weightage has been allocated to chapter 13 and chapter 14. That is statistical representation of data and sampling, measures of central tendency and dispersion. This has been allocated weightage of 45% to 50%. And next comes chapter 15 and chapter 16. Chapter 15 probability and chapter 16 theoretical distribution. This has been allocated the weightage of 25% to 30%. So first you can be covering these chapters and then you can cover the remaining two, correlation, regression and index numbers. Now coming to part B, logical reasoning, which is for 20 marks. So here there are totally 4 chapters and the section wise weightage is 20% to 30% for each of these chapters. Now coming to business economics. In this you can see that the highest weightage is for chapter number 4 and chapter number 5. Chapter 4 price determination in different markets. The section wise weightage allocated to this chapter is 15%. And next is chapter 5 business cycles. The section wise weightage allocated to this is 15%. And then you have chapter number 2 theory of demand and supply. Chapter 3 theory of production and cost. Chapter 7 public finance. Chapter 8 money market. Chapter 9 international trade. And chapter 10 Indian economy. The section wise weightage allotted to each of these chapters individually is 10%. Next is chapter 1 nature and scope of business economics. The section wise weightage allocated to this is 5%. And chapter number 6 determination of national income. The section wise weightage allocated to this is also 5%. So first you can be studying the chapters with highest weightage and then you can study all the other chapters. So that was the topper strategy to ordering your chapters in each of the subjects. Smart, logical and most importantly it's doable. If you follow this sequence, you will not only complete your syllabus on time, but also retain better and revise more efficiently. So let me know in the comments if you are going to follow this order or if you are already using a different sequence that works well for you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe because I am here to simplify your CA journey one strategy at a time. All the best for your CA Foundation exams and I will see you all in the next video.